silver moon. Spend my money on lottery. My favorite number is 1, 2, 3. I want money, lots and lots of money. I want the pie in the sky. Whoa, I want money, lots and lots of money. So don't be asking me why. I wanna be rich. Oh, I wanna be rich.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. I had to play it. I just had to play it. Because today I'm going to continue to talk about the money mindset. But today in particular, I am going to be talking about the Susu, Blessing Loom, Gifting Circle, Friends and Family Gifting Program, Commitment Circle, whatever you want to call it. This thing is floating around and it has everything to do with our emotions. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. But before I get into today, I just always want to thank you for tuning in to Financial Talk Friday. Becoming a Being is all about your well-being in a holistic manner. And, you know, we want to get emotionally healthy, mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, physically healthy, as well as financially healthy. So I am here on Fridays to help you with your financial well-being. And today we're going to talk about why the Susu, or whatever you want to call it, plays into your emotions. And I just want to say before I get started, don't kill the messenger. I'm just the messenger. All right. If you have comments, then feel free to share your comments. Thank you, Emma, for tuning in. Thank you for joining us today. You said, looking forward to hearing this since we will have to agree to disagree on this one. Oh, yes, we do agree to disagree. And that's okay. I'm just going to give my thoughts about the emotions that this plays into. All right. And I am only here, and I'll say, don't kill the messenger. All right. So there's this thing. I really didn't know what to call it, but there's this thing going around, a residual income program circulating. It could be everywhere, but I'm going to say the Black community. It's called the Susu. I keep wanting to call it the So-So, so it can rhyme with no, but it's the Susu. And so some of you may know it as the Friends and Family Gifting Program, or the Blessing Loom, the Flower, the Gifting Circle, or even the Commitment Circle. And I've even heard people refer to it as, or comparing it to, sowing and reaping. And I'm going to talk about that a little later. So some of you might be in the dark about or wondering what the heck I'm talking about. And don't worry, you will get a phone call. And hopefully before you get that phone call, you will have done your research. But I'm just going to share with you my thoughts. And I'm just going to share with you the emotions behind this whole program. So in short, the Susu is a pyramid scam. Scheme dressed up as presented as a way to make residual income or an additional stream of income. And I don't know who created this scam. Scheme, but they're good with their words. They know just what to say to get people's attention and get them locked in. Okay. So residual income. Who doesn't want residual income? Who doesn't want to put money in and get more money back on a schedule, right? Streams of income. Who doesn't want multiple streams of income? And it's residual, meaning I don't have to keep working for it. Who wouldn't want that, right? Who wouldn't want extra money coming in, right? It's the way of the wealthy to have multiple streams of income. Also, they use the words blessing. Who doesn't want to be blessed or be a blessing to someone else? And then there's the word gifting. What? Who doesn't want a gift? Who doesn't want to give to others? And then there's that sowing and reaping. This is where I start to get a little annoyed. And I'm going to try not to put too much of my feelings in this, but now we're getting deep into Bible using God's principle. And that is where they get the believers. You reap what you sow. Sow the seed into someone else, and you will reap a harvest 4 years later. The word commitment. Who doesn't want something or someone to be committed, locked in, guaranteed? We like that word, guaranteed. Oh, and for all you astronomers and zodiac believers, they use the words like fire and air and earth and water, right? Things we can relate to. And then let's not forget the positivity of the word flower. It's a blooming flower. How lovely. Who wouldn't want a flower to bloom? So they use all these positive words to distract you, to reel you in. And I could probably learn something from the person who conjured up this scheme to up my marketing, because I haven't gotten nearly as many people interested in what I got to say about money and how to grow your money. But I won't go there. Just let me stay focused on the topic of this Facebook Live. All right, so let me give you a brief summary of how this works. And I am not going to go deep into the structure because, well, there's plenty out there on YouTube, plenty of videos where they kind of go through and show you how it's structured and how it ultimately fails. And so you give 500 or 200, 100 or 5,000, the amount doesn't matter. You put in some money and you recruit two like-minded people to join, and they put in the same amount of money, and every person that participates brings in two people who add to the pot. And after 4 weeks, you 8x your money that you put in. So sounds simple enough, right? Wrong. You have to keep getting people to join in order for everyone to cash in. And at any moment, people don't recruit the circle, it begins to fade and the flower dies, and some people don't get their money. Now, this wealth building strategy is not sustainable. Now, again, if you really want to understand how it works, go to YouTube. There's plenty of videos to break it down. I'm not going to repeat what's already out there. What I do want to talk about briefly is the why. Why are people so quick to get in? Why are people so quick to fall for the scam? Scheme. I don't know why I keep saying that wrong. All right. So I've been approached 6 times in the last 4 months. And each time I said no. Not just because I know pyramid schemes are illegal, but for many reasons, including that my reputation, my career, my credibility, and professional licenses is not worth it. It's not worth me losing all that I've worked for. So I've chosen not to get in. Now, if you've chosen to get in, so may it be. Can't say anything. You do what you want to do. But for me, I couldn't get in. Now, again, as I go through this, don't kill the messenger. I'm just the messenger. All right. So why are so many people, educated people, professional people with letters behind their names, street smart people that know the game, Bible quoting people, godly people, faithful people, why are so many people getting caught up in this madness? 2 reasons: their mindset and their emotions. Again, don't kill the messenger. Listen to me. When I say this, because I have been saying this for a while, your mind and emotions impact your money decisions, and your money can impact your mind and emotions. It works both ways. So that's why it's important for us, important for you, important for me to get your mental and emotional well-being healthy, because it can have you making bad decisions. Now, listen, we're in a pandemic. The media has induced panic. People are fearful. You're vulnerable. This is the best time to get into your mind and play on your emotions to scam you out of your money. I always forget to turn my ringer off. I'm so sorry about that. Let me turn that ringer off so we don't get disturbed again. All right. So anyway, now there's some of you who will swear up and down this works, because you put your money in, you got your money, and you got out. Or maybe you did it more than once. I don't know. But you got your money, so you're not concerned about anything else. So again, what I'm about to say, don't kill the messenger. But that's what we call selfish and self-centered. When you don't care about the well-being of others and you only concerned about getting yours, and it doesn't matter if others get burned in the process, I have to ask, where's your heart of God for the people? Don't kill the messenger. So people are vulnerable and living in fear, and you're not sure if you'll have a job tomorrow, right? Because I've been through every 3 months, I think my job lays people off. You're scared. You don't know if you'll have a job tomorrow. You're not sure if you will sell another car in time to pay your mortgage. You don't know if you're going to sell another insurance policy to cover your car note. No offense to anyone out there. And you're not sure if you're going to sell enough products online to even pay for your wedding that you've been planning, right? Fear has set in and turned into desperation. I'm desperate for some money. I'm desperate to get out of debt. I'm desperate to pay for whatever. Desperation has set in out of fear. Don't kill the messenger. So when you're approached with this opportunity to flip money, it looks very lucrative. It's playing on your desperation. So we have fear and desperation, then greed sets in. Greed is enticed by the time frame. So I can get 8x what I put in 4 weeks. Them get rich quick schemes appeals to the greed in our hearts. How do I know? Because I was she. Listen to me. Chasing paper. I was all about the Benjamins, baby. My mom was on nothing. I mean, nothing but getting lots of money as fast as I can. That's why I got into the real estate game. Now, there's money to be made in real estate, but I was caught up in the get rich part of it. Buy a rundown house, fix it up in 1 to 2 months, sell, and walk away with $40,000 or more. All with using somebody else's money. Greed. Get rich quick. Don't kill the messenger. So then after greed, the selfishness sets in. I got mine. The hell with the rest of you. You don't care nothing about the suckers after you that don't get paid. You don't care about grandmama and her friends whose social security check isn't enough, so that's why they got in. You don't care nothing about that single mom whose baby daddy only helps financially sometimes, and that's the reason why she got in. I'm going to get mine, and I'm not going to worry about those under me or those that I brought into the circle. How does that work? What does that say about your heart, your character? Don't kill the messenger. This is playing on your emotions. You're making decisions based on emotions. And let's not forget the words they use for you money savvy people. All right. So for all of my intelligent, analytical, and money savvy people out there, let me say again, don't kill the messenger. This gifting program plays to your intelligence when it talks about legal within the tax laws. They start quoting tax laws to make you think it's okay. But what about the Federal Trade Commission laws? What about the Security in Exchange Commission laws? What you don't have to obey all the laws? Just only part of the laws? No. Whatever you do has to obey all the laws, not just part of the laws. The FTC says that if there's not an exchange of services or product for the money, then it is not legal. If it can be tracked and potentially taxed, it isn't legal. Now, y'all don't have to believe me, but the information's out there. Go to the FTC website, go to the SEC website, go look on YouTube. Some people really break it down for you. I mean, they go down to the nitty gritty and go to the websites and they really break the law down to you. And then they show you where they've been cracking down on people, where they have been busting up these schemes and scams. And listen, everybody that's doing it, they get into it with an innocent heart. They don't really get in it to scam people, but you have to know that you're participating in a scam. You have to know that. And they say what ignorance is 9/10 of the law. There goes the doorbell. But they say ignorance is 9/10 of the law, but the judge don't care about that when you're standing in front of them, how ignorant you were about the law. All right. So I'm not going to get too much into there, but you have to know it's illegal and they're cracking down on it. They are. So now, for once, Caesar's law and God's law agrees. Look at there. For my non-believers or non-Bible readers that might be watching, Caesar's law is man's law of making, distributing, and collecting money. And God's law looks out for the well-being of the people. And Caesar's law that he has created is looking out for the well-being of the people. It is illegal because the people on the outside of the flower will lose. They are going to lose. How is that fair, people? You got yours, you got out. Okay, that's cool. But this flower can only bloom for so long. How is it fair that the people on the outside of the flower lose out? All right, so fear, desperation, greed, and selfishness will have you be uncaring about others' welfare. And I'm getting what I need by any means necessary. Please don't kill the messenger. I'm just trying to enlighten you. All right. This thing is wrong on so many levels. It's legally wrong, it's morally wrong, and it's ethically wrong. And we have the audacity now. Don't kill the messenger. But we have the audacity to call it sowing and reaping. How have you taken God's principle and used it to snooker the people out of their money? How? Now, again, many of you have gotten into this innocently, not really understanding the law, not really understanding and really thinking it all the way through about the people on the outside of the flower. Okay. Not trying to come down on you. I just want you to rethink this thing. Rethink the fact that it's illegal, and then rethink it more morally and ethically about you got yours, but what about all the other people who may not get theirs? Because eventually this thing is going to fail. All right. Now, I want to give you 4 things I'm going to give you that I want you to think about when you're deciding to organize, coordinate, administer, recruit, or participate in this blooming loom, flower, gifting circle, whatever you want to call it. I want to give you 4 things I want you to think about. 4. All right, here they go. First one, building wealth takes time. It takes time. Rome was not built in a day. Your wealth cannot be built in a day. You got to stay away from these get rich quick schemes. They're messing with your mentality, and that's causing laziness, and it's causing us not to work. I don't know what it is about our society, but we want what we want when we want it right now, gotta have it right away. And so when we are approached with these get rich quick schemes, we are so quick to give in because we want the money now. We want the money now. And that's that desperation. Why do we got to have that money now? Wealth takes time. It takes time to build wealth. It doesn't happen overnight. Even with people that seem like they blew up overnight, you best believe there was something that they was doing long before the blow up. Okay, long before the grow up or the glow up or whatever you want to call it. They was putting in some work, and they was putting in some hours, and they was putting in some nights. They was doing some things to make that happen. And then it just may seem like, but they did the work. God gave the increase. Number 2, there are legal ways to grow your money. Now, this is where I get a little cynical. All right. All of a sudden, we have $500 to put into this illegal pyramid, but we can't come up with $500 to buy mutual funds. We can't come up with $500 to buy some stocks. We can't put $500 into earnest money to even buy yourself a house. We can't come up with $500 to even invest in ourselves to open up our own business. But we got $500 to put into an illegal scheme. People, there are legal ways to make money. And guess what? You can take $500, invest it in the stock market, and flip that thing so many times that you have that money that you're looking for in 4 weeks, in that 4 to 6 weeks. Listen, there was even one of these circles that said, hey, put $500 in. 1 week later, you'll get $4,000, but then we're going to keep 1,500 of it. And then you put that back into the flower. And then 2 weeks later, you'll get $20,000. And then out of that $20,000, we're going to keep, I think, 6,000 and something, put it back in the flower. 3 weeks later, you will get $48,000. Now, we're talking about $500 turned into $48,000 in 21 days, 3 weeks. Why does that sound okay? Why does that even sound like that makes sense? Now, can you flip $500 into $48,000 in 3 weeks? No, but I've seen people do it in like 4 or 5 months. Now, can you do that? Yes, you can. I have a mentor who's been teaching me how to trade, who I've been watching him, and he has this challenge where he takes $500. He starts an account with just $500, and he invests it in the stock market. He day trades. And in like 4 to 5 months, he grew a $500 account into like $40 to $50,000 in like 4 to 5 months. Okay, so it may not be 3 weeks, but I think 4 to 5 months is pretty cool. So, y'all, listen. I just need y'all to my number 3, educate yourself. Y'all can spend an hour listening to a presentation to get you into this illegal scam, but you can't spend 1 hour listening to me to teach you how to make money the legal way. Educate yourself. Where is your mind? Where's your mentality? $500. You can take $500 and an hour to spend with me to make money the legal way, to learn how to grow your money. I give free workshops. I'm not even charging you. I'm not even asking you for $500. I'm just saying, come listen to me speak so I can teach you how to do it yourself. And if you don't want to do it yourself, then I can put you with people who can help you do it. But crickets. Crickets. I hear my phone is not ringing. People don't show up to the workshop, but you quick to call me like, can you come to this? No. Oh my God. Legal versus illegal. People, I need you to educate yourself. Because again, when you're standing in front of that judge, it's not going to matter what you say when you're standing in front of that judge. You can say, I didn't know all day long, but you're still going to get prosecuted. When the FTC, SEC, IRS, or whomever wants to come after you, you're still going to get prosecuted. And they don't care whether you knew the law or not. Educate yourself on the law. Educate yourself on money. Stop looking for get rich quick schemes because they don't work. Again, some of y'all got in, and y'all got out, y'all got your money, y'all think it worked. But eventually, the flower is going to die. And the people on the outside of that flower is not going to get their money. And if they snitch on you, you're going to be in trouble. Last point I want to make. Again, 4 things I want you to remember. Building wealth takes time. There's legal ways to grow your money. Educate yourself. And finally, I just want to tell you to keep the faith. Keep your faith in God. God will take care of you. Just like he gave you the one job. If you lose that job, he'll give you another job. If you lose that job, he will make sure that you're taken care of. Let God be God. We trying to find any and every way to make ends meet. And I understand that. But sometimes you got to just let God be God. Stop trying to do things yourself. And then we're doing things ourselves. And what are we doing? We end up doing them illegally. Don't kill the messenger. I do have a comment here. And Emma, you are totally right to have a different perspective on this. Yes. Maybe I'll do another one of these Facebook Lives and let someone come on here and do a different perspective. But all I can tell you is right now what I know, and that is this susu, these blooming circles, whatever they are. At the end of the day, they're illegal. Pyramid schemes are illegal. Now, there are legal ways to do this. And what has happened is the traditional susu has been changed into a scam. Now, if you do the traditional susu, where you and your family members, you get in and you all are putting in the same amount of money and that pot of money is growing, and you take that money and you invest it, whether you buy houses or you buy businesses or whatever you decide to do with the money, but everybody is benefiting. The key here is everyone is benefiting. In the way it's being circulated today, everyone is not benefiting. But if you want to do a savings club or an investment club the right way, where everyone that's in the club is putting in the same amount of money, and you all are deciding with this pot of money how you're going to use the money, whether you're using it as a loan, and different people may get their cash out, but then they're still putting money in. See, that's the whole thing. We're putting $500 and cashing out, but we're not putting additional money in a savings club. Everybody's putting the same amount of money in, whether it's every week, every 2 weeks, once a month. Everybody is putting the same money in, and they are reaping the benefits from that money. And then you can decide, how are we going to do this money? We're going to take this money and we're going to invest it in a business, or we're going to invest it in real estate. So there are the right ways to do a susu. Then there is the wrong way to do a susu. And anytime you got someone calling you to get in, put your money in, there is nothing, no service, no product, no stock, no nothing that is being used for that. And then you got to recruit people. That's a pyramid. It's a pyramid scheme, and it's illegal. So I've said enough. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just the messenger. You've been warned. What you do with the information, it's totally up to you, but don't kill the messenger. All right, this has been another episode of Financial Talk Friday. I thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you all have gotten something out of this. And I'm going to say, as always, stop worrying and start living. Or did I say that wrong? Stop worrying and start living. Have a good one.